Right then, here's how we connect the Wi-Fi. So, box is plugged in. We're going to go ahead and turn it on. Okay, once it's turned on, we'll go to our device, go into the Wi-Fi settings. We'll connect to the PGA Wi-Fi manager. The password is password, correctly spelled, all lowercase. So you can see that here on the sticker as well. So it will come up with this, go always connect. One thing I like to do at this stage is make sure that I have my own mobile data turned off. So once it has successfully connected, it'll say that connected without internet. Now then from here you've got 3 options. Sometimes there'll be a pop-up to prompt you to log in. You can, there it is. You can scan this QR code, or you can go to your internet browser. You can type in this address, 192.168.4. This is a common issue, so you see that it doesn't want to connect. That's because it has disconnected from the PGA Wi-Fi manager. So you need to make sure it remains connected. Most modern devices are naturally programmed to try and seek a connection that is providing internet. This is not providing internet, just a Wi-Fi service. So when it's popped up correctly, this is the page that will pop up. From here, tap on this to get to the available local networks. If there are no networks available, again, make sure you're connected to the internet. This one's trying to reconnect. And make sure that you've actually got an internet service where you are. Ready. From here, we'll choose the available networks. That'll populate here the name, and then we will enter the password. So do note that this is case sensitive and does need to be entered correctly. It will not give you feedback on that. It will only say credentials updated. Now note, it did disconnect from the Wi-Fi network, so I will need to make sure to connect that again to ensure that the box updates. Another thing to note is that when you update the Wi-Fi credentials, there will be times when it will disconnect from the PGA Wi-Fi manager automatically. If it does that without kicking you out of this screen, that is a good thing. That means that you're most likely succeeded. Even though you can't see the green LED, it just is taking a little bit of time. So if you're like me and impatient, go have a sip of coffee, come back, and it will most likely be on. If not, do try those steps again. We can see that it has disconnected from us again. Is reconnecting. Refresh the page, and just repeat those steps. Enter in the password, update, make sure it's still connected, and you'll see that it has immediately disconnected. So yeah, that's usually a good sign. It means it's trying to figure it out. So a little bit of patience when that happens, and it will connect. Okay, and it has automatically disconnected again. But if we go in here, we can see that green LED is on. That means the box has been successfully connected to the network. And if you go through all the steps, it still isn't connecting, and the PGA Wi-Fi manager disappears from your device. 2 things you can do. First thing would be to just turn the box off, let it reset, and turn it back on again. And if someone's played with it before, you're not too sure who or what they did, What you can do is you can go in here and this RST button, you can press and hold that for 3 to 5 seconds and do not touch the other one. Just that RST button right there. And that'll kind of just reset things.